Manchester United are facing huge embarrassment, untold banter online, and Erik ten Hag, through his own pursuit of Frankie de Jong, could end up in a situation where the season starts with a weaker midfield than last year. Maybe even up until January, when the window opens again, Man United could find themselves in very, very deep, deep water. The club have listened to the instructions of Ten Hag. They have chased the players that he wanted. But could this be about to really dismantle, disrupt, and hurt Man United's season? De Jong could be on his way to Chelsea. Still has a preference, they say, of staying at Barcelona, but Chelsea could come in the 11th hour and take him away from Manchester United. Big few days ahead. Man United have got to avoid the egg on the face. They've got to avoid the embarrassment, because this could get peak really, really quickly. Win everything you need to enjoy the start of the Premier League season with OneFootball. You can win your favorite team's brand new kit and a copy of FIFA 23. Simply click on the link in the description below, download the OneFootball app, and fill out this very simple form. We want your name, your email address, your favorite football club, and then predict the results of the opening weekend's Premier League games. Once this is done, click submit and you will put your name into the hat to win the football shirt of your choice, which of course is going to be your football club, and a copy of the brand new FIFA 23. It is quick, it is simple, it is easy, and you can test a little bit of ball knowledge as well. It's free to enter as well. I've already mentioned that. Click on the link in the description below and check it out now. Thanks and welcome back, people. Scan that QR code on the screen with your chance to win FIFA 23 and, of course, a kit of your choice. I'm going to show you my predictions a little bit later on in this video. But I wanted to talk Man United because frustrated. It's only a few weeks ago I did a video that just said the word embarrassed. And essentially I alluded to the fact that if Man United don't land Frankie de Jong this window, for whatever reason, there's huge embarrassment for Man United. And people aren't going to like what I'm going to say, but a big part of that is on Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag, of course, is not accountable if a better offer comes in from another football club. Of course, Erik ten Hag is not accountable if Man United are not as attractive as we should be. And when I say should be, I'm talking historically. I'm talking the amount of money that was spent in recent years. We're not in the Champions League. We're not ready to compete for a title. There is a lack of attraction. And we understand that. There's been an openness for Frankie de Jong to join. There's been reports of the terms we've offered would be agreeable, but the player is just biding his time. And one of the biggest fears that I've held the whole way along is that he would eventually leave Barcelona if the deferred wages are sorted. But if a big team with Champions League football that's ready to compete comes in, Man United stand no chance. And this is where you need the due diligence at your football club to work. And yes, you back your new manager. Yes, you give your manager a say. Yes, you give your manager the opportunity to come in and say, listen, I don't want Pau Torres. I want Martinez. I want us to go and sign Malacia. We go and sign Malacia. I want us to go and get Christian Eriksen. We get Christian Eriksen. The 3 deals Man United have completed so far have all been at the wishes and the wants of the new manager. Sticking with Frankie de Jong all summer has been a choice by Erik ten Hag. Now, the board have, of course, sanctioned that. The Glazers have, of course, sanctioned that by saying, okay, we're going to listen to you. But as I stated a few weeks ago, that means this job has to get done. And at the very least, if it isn't, Manchester United need top-class replacements. Now, it has been said by people like Fabrizio that Frankie is plan A, plan B, plan C. But there is a list of backups should that deal not happen. Now, I felt that if the deal didn't happen this window, but there was a chance in January, a chance next summer, United could stay on this, which I would support because you buy the manager's number 1 choices. But if he signs this new deal at Barca, or if he ends up joining Chelsea, Manchester United will find themselves in a situation where they have to move on. But how quickly can they move on? How much longer are they going to wait for Frankie de Jong? And will the other targets by them be elsewhere? Frankie de Jong progressing and advancing and maybe looking at Chelsea will trigger Arsenal Football Club to start thinking harder again about Youri Tielemans, who is one of Manchester United's top targets outside of the situation with Frankie de Jong. You've also got the situation with Ruben Neves. 16 million is now the asking price from Wolverhampton Wanderers. That is nearly double what he could have been purchased for in January. 35 million pounds was the asking price then. That price has now risen. Man United find themselves in a situation where I wouldn't necessarily call it a panic buy, but are going to end up with lesser quality players, with no preseason and no work in this new system. And Man United fans are not going to like me saying this, but that falls down to two groups of people: Ten Hag and his management team and the board at Manchester United. The due diligence has to be better. I've not disregarded the reports that have come out from the United tier ones, the Simon Stones, Peaches, etc. The deferred wages have held this up. But Man United have got to do better at knowing who else is going to come in and who isn't. Are Chelsea going to come in for a bid? Are Bayern Munich going to come in? We need to understand now, we've got a great relationship with the player, a great relationship with the agent. If Chelsea or Chelsea or Bayern come in, is your client going to go to them or going to come to us? That's the question that needs to be asked here. That's the question that needs to be, that Man United should have been asking. And maybe United fans are feeling a little panicky. Maybe we are feeling, oh, you know what? This is worse. This is worse than him staying at Barca, by the way, because he strengthens a direct rival. And I'm not talking about Ten Hag not being a good enough coach, needing to be sacked, needing to be moved on. That would be horrendous to even suggest something like that. That's a stupid thing to say. But he will have to take the L. He'll have to hold it on this. You know, and I have to. And I'm talking about myself here. Fans like me have backed this process. Okay. As in the Jong process. The manager wants him. The manager's confident. The club must feel they've got a great chance of signing him. And I believe all that's true. But have we missed something? Have we missed the hijack element, the ambush, the gate crash, somebody else coming in and stealing a march? Because if Manchester United miss out on De Jong and he joins a rival and we don't get a replacement or we don't find an adequate replacement, there is going to be hell to pay. There is Ten Hag and the new regime are starting on the back foot. The need to then win those opening Premier League games, the need for the football to be brilliant, is going to intensify. Whether people like it or not, that's the nature of the beast. I want patience. I want to give the manager time, and I will. But that isn't going to stop the media. That isn't going to stop the mushrooms. That isn't going to stop the people that are angry. Everyone that's been moaning about our transfer window so far, they're going to be proven to be right, which is fair play to them. But they're going to throw more fuel on this fire. More pressure is going to mount upon Erik ten Hag. So this is what United now need to do. You either go and land De Jong, and you land him quick, you land him now, or you move on to other targets. We waited and we waited. We feel like we've been strung along. We put our hands up and say, fair play. But look, we've just gone and bought Tielemans. We've just gone and bought Ruben Neves. We've just gone and bought Sakaria. We've gone out there and bought 2 or 3 additional players instead. We've improved that midfield. Could have probably done it sooner. We live and we learn. That can be forgivable. But if we end up this window with no adequate additions in our midfield, the rebuild slowed down, the cultural reboot slows down, the style of football won't be as achievable without the quality of midfield that's required, and Man United will find themselves on the back foot and under major pressure from day one. Make sure you download the OneFootball app, scan the QR code on the screen, or use the link in our description below. You can win a football shirt of your choice and a copy of the new FIFA 23. You need to make sure you make your predictions. These are my opening weekend predictions. I'm predicting an Arsenal win. I'm predicting a Liverpool win. I'm predicting Chelsea win, City to win, and Man United to draw with Brighton. All you need to do when you sign up, as the video said, is make your predictions, fill in some basic details, and of course, download the OneFootball app, scan the QR code, or click on the link in the description below to get that done. Now, when it comes to Manchester United, as I said many, many times before, it's a frustrating situation to watch us go through right now, but there is time to resolve it. Am I feeling embarrassed? Yeah. Do I feel like this is a disaster? I do. But you can recover from these positions. There is time to recover. And that's what Manchester United fans should be demanding. That's what Manchester United fans should be hoping for. That's what Manchester United fans need to put pressure upon happening. You know, that foot, it doesn't matter that you're happy with one or two bits. That foot upon the neck has to remain, metaphorically, of course, for a long while. We're still feeling the legacy issues of the previous regime. But what we can't keep allowing to happen in situations like this. And I, for one, if we don't end up with De Jong, I've got to hold my hands up and say, I got this wrong. I got this wrong. But that's just me. I'm nobody in the grand scheme of things at Manchester United. The club getting it right is far more pressing and far more important. It should be where people's focus is. Because this, for me, is exactly what I feared and felt could happen. I want your thoughts and I want your feelings. Make sure you're smashing that like and that share button. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. See you soon.